Hello everyone and welcome to our hike to the Malafatra. This is the first hike that we've been able to do since the lockdown, the first proper hike in 2 months, so it's kind of exciting. We are in the Malafatra. We arrived today from Bratislava. We came by train and by bus, and we're spending the evening in Terchova. And tomorrow morning we'll be up bright and early, leaving here around 8 o'clock, and we'll be walking to Biele Potok, and then from there we'll be hiking a section of the Janosikove Diery, and I'll show you where it is that we're going. So we are in Terchova at the moment. We'll be hiking mainly along the road and then following the blue trail, heading up along the yellow, and then back down the blue trail, and from there we will be catching our bus home. It's not a particularly long hike, but the weather tomorrow is not expected to be very good. There is some forecast of rain, so we will see how it goes. We're also a little bit pushed for time because we need to be back in Bratislava later tomorrow afternoon, so we don't have a lot of time. But this is basically just a hike to stretch our legs and to get ourselves back into summer mode and back into the swing of hiking. And I'll show you my little hiking companion. He's busy preparing himself by lying in bed watching YouTube videos. Yes, he didn't appreciate that at all. So we'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early after breakfast. We'll be heading off down to Biele Potok, and we will start our hike from there. So we'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a good evening. Right, so we've just started our hike at Hotel Diery, Biele Potok, and it's fairly busy. There's people in front of us and there are people behind us, but I guess it's one of the first hiking days after the lockdown, so it's not to be surprised at really. Our hike should take us about 4 hours, and hopefully a little bit further down the trail we will begin to lose people as they begin to thin out a little bit. So the next time we catch up with each other, it will be at the place where the blue and the yellow trail separate. So we will see you there.
Don't film me. Look, you can see water.
And here we are at the start of the yellow trail. So the blue trail continues up here. You can see people at the far end of the gorge. But we will be heading up this way, following the yellow trail, which loops around and ends up back on the blue trail after about 45 minutes. So we're going to get going. We'll see you soon. Beautiful place. Really, really beautiful place.
Like this. Why would you make a staircase like this? Oh, you needed my head.
You alright?
Yeah.
Good stuff. I tell you what, you couldn't get through here if you needed to be on a diet. Crikey! I can't get through. You can go. I'll have to take my backpack off. Oh, good idea.
Yes.
Good idea.
I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh. Oh my god.
Alright, we left the river and we've headed up into this pine forest, and the trail is taking us up, up, up. And the trail's a bit of a meandering one. It keeps appearing and disappearing. And it's kind of steep as well. It's good exercise. But we were probably about midway along the yellow trail here. So hopefully we'll descend back down into the gorge and continue along that little stream. I'll let you know as soon as I know. Okay, so we're still on the yellow trail, heading off along the top of the gorge. We've been following it now for, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, half an hour or something like that. And if you look down the hill, you can still see it's an incredibly steep drop off, and if you did go over the edge, it would be, well, you'd be finished. That would be it. So I reckon we're coming to the end of the yellow trail now. We just go along this for a little bit further, and then we'll start to head down into the gorge below us, and that's where we will then turn and head back down towards the main road and towards the end of our hike. Good, so let's keep hiking. Hello, we've come out of the forest over there where the blue and the yellow trail meet, and we've realized that we're actually doing a lot quicker than we imagined. We did a 2-hour hike in an hour and 15 minutes, so we've still got an awful lot of time. So we've decided to extend our hike because it is so lovely, and we're going to be hiking over the hill here to the village of Stefanova, and then when we get there we'll look at the map again and see what we do next. But the weather's perfect for hiking and it's just such a lovely place, so we're going to keep going. So let's go. It's okay. What? Oh, we're not getting pancakes with Nutella. But we could buy cheese, couldn't we? I wonder if they sell that cheese. Right, so we're on our way to Stefanova, and we are just heading over this little pass here, and we've got a lovely view of the Malafatra right in front of us, and the hill in the middle distance with the snow on it is Krivan, and the one here just to the left of it, the higher looking peak, is Chleb, and Krivan is actually high. It's the highest peak in the range, but it looks deceptively small from this distance. So very lovely, very alpine, meadowy, really beautiful. From here it's only about 20 minutes to Stefanova, and then we're kind of done, really. You know, we'll see what we can do from there, but I think that will be the hike basically over. So we'll see you when we get there. Right, hello. We've just come down through these fields here, and you can see behind us there's Mali and Veliki rusotsets, the big and little rusotsets, and behind us here the rest of the Malafatra. So we're down in the village of Stefanova, and from here we've decided to hike on. We'll try and get to Terchova, which is kind of down through that valley there, but there's a road, so the hiking trail kind of runs alongside the road, so we'll see how interesting that turns out to be. But so far it's been a really pleasant hike. It's not been particularly long. At the moment we've done about 3 hours worth of hiking with a couple of stops, so it's been really lovely, and the weather's turned out perfectly because we expected it to rain today and be a little bit cloudy and overcast, but the sun is managing to break through and giving us amazing views of these two beautiful hills. So fantastic stuff. So we're now heading off towards Terchova, that way. Right, we're about halfway between Stefanova and Terchova, and our hiking route has brought us out onto the main road, unfortunately, but there is this really lovely little cottage which I would love to have. We've actually come down through the trees there, past that little cellar, and then across the fields this way. So yeah, some old apple trees, lovely. So we're back on the road now. It's probably about 2 kilometers into Terchova, and then from there we'll head back to Žilina and the train home. There's this cycle path, an off-road cycle path, and yeah, it's just a few more kilometers and we'll be there. So catch up with you guys when we actually arrive in Terchova. See you later. Nearly at the end of our hike. We are just outside of the village of Terchova. That gorge in front of us there is the gateway, if you like, to Terchova. It's a fantastic entrance to the village. We have followed this road and we should be entering the village in the next kilometer or so. So it's been a fantastic hike. The weather's been really kind to us. We changed it because we underestimated or overestimated, I should say, the hike that we planned. We thought it would take longer and be more difficult, but it turned out not to be. So we extended it to go through Stefanova, which is a nice pretty village, but certainly when we come back again we'll be doing the hike that follows further up the gorges and up to the 2 Rusovets peaks, which I cannot say, but it was a great hike. Anyway, thank you very much for coming with us, and goodbye from both of us. One last little look at the beautiful view, and we'll see you again soon. Bye bye.